Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks lifted one of the most memorable NBA championship trophies up in 2011, when they were regarded as underdogs but emerged from the season as champions over LeBron James and the Miami Heat. Game 4 of that series was marked by Dirk having the flu, which Dwayne Wade and LeBron James mocked in a now infamous clip of them imitating Dirk's cough prior to the game.
Oh, did y'all hear me cough? I think I'm sick.
The Mavs were down 2-1 at the time, but Game 4 saw Nowitzki play 40 minutes with a sinus infection and a 101-degree temperature but still scored 21 points and grabbed 11 boards. He was coughing on the bench during the Mavericks' 86-83 victory. The clip of them mocking Dirk and then losing Game 4 shifted the momentum so heavily that the Mavs would not lose another game in that series. Caron Butler from the 2011 Mavs explained a decade later how that fake cough guaranteed Dallas would win the title.
When Dirk got sick, people always compare, like they talk about the Jordan flu game, Isaiah Thomas, the injury to the ankle and how he imposed his will. When Dirk got sick, and I mean he was sick, and me personally, I did not, for the life of me, I did not think Dirk was going to be able to play. And I'll never forget him being mocked by a good friend of mine, godfather to one of my kids, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James. And we saw the video, like we saw the visual of like them coughing and making fun of the whole situation. And when he had got wind of people thinking that he wasn't built for the moment, like he was just dialed in to a whole nother level. And it immediately just shifted where, I'm telling you, I say this with the utmost confidence, I knew that we wasn't gonna have a parade in Dallas. That moment right there when that happened, and I just seen his focus, like he was already dialed in, but he took it there. I was like, oh, it's a wrap. I was like, y'all just won us a championship. I was like, thank you. Thank you for doubting him and mocking him in this moment, because like he's dialed in on a whole nother level now. And you've seen it, whether it was Chris Bosh, whether it was Udonis Haslem, whether it was LeBron James, whether he was throwing a double team or trying to box men. Man, he had an answer to every defensive set or scheme that was thrown at him.
Right after Dirk and the Mavs won Game 4, the German legend commented on the Wades and James mock. He said it was childish and ignorant.
Think of the video of Wade and LeBron coughing. Dwayne said that that was a real cough, by the way.
Well, I just thought it was a little childish, a little ignorant. I've been in this league for 13 years. I never faked an injury or an illness before, but that's just, it happened. It's over to me.
The usual narrative is that the hero takes his opponent's immoral antics and uses them as an added drive. The hero in this case is Nowitzki, who's going up against the powerhouse Heat squad led by 3 future Hall of Famers. Not to mention one of them is considered the GOAT by many. But Nowitzki isn't your ordinary protagonist. While he saw how Wade and James lampooned him, it had no effect on him. These are trivial things to a man whose eyes are locked on the elusive Larry O'Brien trophy. In 2020, Mavs former guard J.J. Barea talked on the coughing incident. The Puerto Rican revealed Dirk was really hurt by D. Wade's and LeBron's actions.
He hated Miami. He hated LeBron, Wade, Bosh. He's never going to say that, but he couldn't stand it. He don't talk much. Dirk, if you know him, he leads by example. He don't lead by talking. But that year in timeouts, that year before the games, at halftime, he will talk, and he will talk like loud, and he'll point fingers, and he was on one. When LeBron and Wade started making fun of him by coughing when he got a little sick, that clip really hurt him. That he will never say it, but he really saw the tape, and that tape really hurt him, and that gave him a little bit extra that he didn't need, but it gave him a little extra to finish him off.
As etched in history, Nowitzki and the Mavericks came up on top in the 2011 finals. They beat the Heat in 6 games, a feat many believed was impossible given how stacked the South Beach squad was. In 2020, LeBron sounded off on the Miami loss. He said it is still burning him to this day.
You had all the momentum in the world. You felt like you had the game under control. One play here or one play there could change the course of a series or change the course of a game. And one in particular that always rings home for me, the 2011 finals in Miami versus Dallas. That shit burns me to this day.
In 2022, as the Dallas Mavericks unveiled a 24-foot statue of the greatest player in their franchise's history outside the American Airlines Center in Dallas, LeBron took the time to acknowledge the greatness of Dirk.
Dirk is he's a legend. He's an icon. I think he's the greatest international player ever. Put him right there with Manu. But what he brought here, what he brought to the city, that boy was cold, man. Dirk was cold.
The 2011 NBA championship could be one of the sweetest titles ever, considering what the franchise had gone through before. In 2006, the Mavericks went all the way to the NBA Finals, only to be defeated by a young D. Wade. The following season, they locked a 67-win season but got eliminated in the first round by the feisty Golden State Warriors, team led by Baron Davis. The next 3 seasons were also filled with heartbreak. While Dirk only has 1 ring to his name, it would be foolish to laugh at his achievements. Every great player has a different story. Nowitzki's ring possesses an epic narrative that could trump anyone else's. Tell us in the comments, do you think Dirk is the best international player in the history of the NBA? If you enjoy this video, hit the like button, share and subscribe. For more basketball content, subscribe to our other channels, Free Dawkins and Vintage Dawkins, and follow us on social media.